Capricorn, hi. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you've been doing really well. I've got a mid-June tarot and astrology reading for you. If you haven't already, do smash that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. If you would be interested, you can book a reading on the website rubyreadstarot.com. Let's get into the astrology. As of Monday the 13th of June, Mercury goes home to one of its other signs, the sign of Gemini. This is the planet of communication in the sign of communication. So there is a lot that's said. Communication gets easy peasy. There's a lot that's done. Things begin moving forward again quickly, easy. It's time to get the party started. As of the 14th, there is a full moon in the sign of Sagittarius. Have fun, let your hair down. It's about the adventure. Just enjoy yourself, Capricorn. Thursday the 16th, the Sun in Gemini is trining Saturn in Aquarius. It's also the Sun in Gemini squaring Neptune in Pisces. So you know those projects that you're serious about, right? It's time to get committed. It's time to spend the time and energy. But I would avoid making any long-term decisions on that day. On the 18th, Venus in Taurus is squaring Saturn in Aquarius, and so avoid love situations. As of the 19th, Venus in Taurus is sextiling Neptune and Pisces. This is a sensual mood to make romantic fantasies come true. On the 20th, Mercury in Gemini is sextiling Jupiter in Aries, and this is the perfect day to make the romantic connections. On the 21st, the Sun enters Cancer. This is the summer solstice. It's the longest day of the year. Let sweet summer commence. It's about protection, about the home, about the family, about turning your attention inwards. On the 22nd, Venus enters the sign of Gemini, where love gets fun, flirty, and fickle. Nothing's too serious. Ghosted if it gets boring. You get the gist. As of the 27th, Mars in Aries is sextiling Saturn in Aquarius, and this is the road to independence. It's important to remember it's the small actions that lead to major changes. On the 28th, there is a new moon in the sign of Cancer, a supportive, maternal, family-oriented new moon. It's time to show those that you love around you that you love them by random acts of kindness. It's also the day that Neptune goes into retrograde, and so shake off those fantasies and illusion. It's time to get really real. Separate the real from the fake, Capricorn. On the same day, the Sun in Cancer is squaring Jupiter in Aries, and so keep your expectations low and practice moderation. On the same day also, Venus in Gemini is sextiling Jupiter in Aries, and so there is a very generous and social mood to the air, and so remember to know your limits. Remember your limits, Capricorn. Capricorn, I think with Pluto going in, or having been in retrograde in your sign, and with Saturn doing a retrograde in Aquarius, and now Neptune planning to go into retrograde, we are entering this retrograde energy, and I feel as if there may be a bit of a stop, start vibe to the air, Capricorn. For you, that is the Six of Cups. That is the Star card. That is the Seven of Wands. Okay, so there is a possibility right now in the home sphere that you can actually finally find a bit of peace. It's not about having to defend yourself, your space, your living environment anymore. It's not about the problem, about the having to defend yourself or fending off. Capricorn, mid-June, you get an opportunity to really see a dream come true. And it's got a lot to do with your home. It's got a lot to do with your community. It's about creating the home that you really wanted. It's about having really defended yourself and really showing up trumps. It's a lot to do with taking your dreams, taking your initiatives, taking your dreams, fantasies, and pushing forward with a path that can get you to where you need to get to. Really being on top of this feeling of safety and security. I don't feel like you have to defend yourself anymore, Capricorn. I don't feel like you have to fight off for what's yours anymore. I don't feel like you have to struggle when it comes to your personal space anymore. I feel as if as we enter Cancer season, you're being invited to really pick up a sentimental, nostalgic energy. Making dreams, you know, it's that kind of energy, making memories. That's the Queen, that's the High Priestess, and that is the Seven of Pentacles. Capricorn, you might be going through this transition in your life where you're really looking at things from a much different perspective than you were before. And I feel like this has a lot to do with how you have become a lot more spiritual or spiritually connected or sensitive to energy. And I feel like it's your willingness to want to know. It's your willingness to really, your willingness to want to break out of what you already know. And it's leading you on this journey to really grow yourself. Or there is something in particular that you know that it needs you to kind of slow down and nurture it and grow it and be with it. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, and that is the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Cups. I feel like you get a message, or you get this energy, this burst of fiery energy. There's two knights here, Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There is this energy about you, Capricorn. And it's almost like you want to go on a new adventure. And I think you know that there is something out there that's a lot more emotionally satiating for you. And it's this feeling about emotionally being satiated, feeling emotionally satiated. It's very much a real deep rooted need for some sort of freedom, or something that feels like it aligns with you, or something that feels like it resonates, like something that just feels like the truth. And you want sincerity, and you want to create a safe space, and you're kind of done having to fight for your own, fight for yours, you know, that frazzled energy where you have been poked and prodded at, and so you're performing almost like a dance monkey, and it's exhausting. And right now there's this energy, Saturn in retrograde in the sign of Aquarius, that's asking you, hey, what are you dreaming about? You know, the stuff that's really, really, really true to you. What is it? Are you willing to stop and get committed and spend the time and the energy to get serious about those projects that you know put you in a better place? Not only in society, but for yourself. You know, when you're really looking at yourself in a way that you respect you and the things that you're doing. Capricorn, you know you want to start something new. You want a fresh new beginning, and you want it to be without so much aggravation or having to fight for yours or defend yourself or any of that kind of drama. And so it's probably important to look at where the drama comes from. I think also it might be that time where you decide to move forward, go in search of what's missing, what you know emotionally speaking you can't go without anymore. And I think it's got a lot to do with a dream, a really long time ago, something that made a lot of sense to you. And it's that nostalgia, it's that feeling of safety, of comfort, of stability that feels like it may be a dream that's out of reach. Saturn in retrograde in the sign of Aquarius might prove to you that if you're willing to get serious enough about what it is that you really want, You might actually surprise yourself at how quickly it comes about once you set off in the direction of it confidently. Throwing caution to the wind and just letting the universe take care of it for you. I think there needs to be a bit of trust and a bit of patience here. And a bit of faith that you've done a few really good things in your life that might kind of have your back. Take your time with what you're growing. Take your time with what's developing around you right now. Don't be in a rush. Although I do feel like in Gemini season, moving into Cancer season, telling you to slow down might be counterproductive. But you're moving away from having to defend yourself or fight off stuff. Just stuff. Try and be as authentic and as gentle with yourself as you can be. And I think you might find that those around you may follow suit. You may find that they're really picking up that energy and they may reciprocate it. But start being nicer to yourself, Capricorn. If you'd like to take the reading further, consider booking a reading, rubyreadstarot.com. Subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment. I love it when you guys do that. Capricorn, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support and thank you for your love. You are solid. My love to you, babe.